Boss Rush 540, Day 3. I'm going to do a bit more of a speed run with this one, since I already recorded a more in-depth explanation, so go watch that other 540, Day 3 video if you want the step-by-step. I'll just quickly cover the comp here though. Got the Water Ellie, Arena Contender, Counter Rune, 3 moves ahead, Scout Spyglass rank 22 for the Ahune AoE, and our healing equipment. And as I was saying, if you want the kind of step-by-step, longer form version of this fight, go check out that other video. I missed artillery strikes, so I'm having to rerun this. This should be an okay attack anomaly on the greens for my stats. I don't really care about these other rolls. And we have the low blue attack, which is important for me because my Bwonsamdi plus Mage Guard is too big. So this Apex Predator likes to hit my Medivh. If you have a smaller Bwonsamdi and or smaller Mage Guard, that may just harmlessly hit your Bwonsamdi here. But you need to taunt him so he eats all these green attacks. Okay, and that guy equalized himself down, so that's great. Okay, so now we just bring out these guys. And hopefully he doesn't pounce right away. If he does, I might have to... Because he has this anomaly here. Okay, he did not. That's good. Alright, so he's casting Go Fish, so we're going to counter ourselves. We're going to do that. And I need to freeze... I don't want to attack him because it'll hurt my Ellie too much. I could just let this hit whatever. It might do 24 to this Arcane Ward. I'll just go ahead and swing there. Oh, actually, I can buff this and not swing, and it'll just do 12 damage to this Water Elemental. That seems the best. Alright, he is pouncing. So something's gonna get hit by that pounce. And we want this Fish Feast to get countered. So I can just make that pounce hit here. I'm gonna do that. And we'll go ahead and freeze that guy. Start shooting there. Okay, now he's shrunk enough so we're not too concerned about the pounces anymore. Okay, so we're going to counter ourselves because there's no Fish Feast. And I don't care about those Death Rattles, so we're going to swing here. And oh, we can't get a bird out this turn because he's summoning, so we'll just get some more health on our Elemental. The turns are pretty straightforward, but there are still decision points on a lot of the abilities. So you do have to still look at what's going on a bit and not just autopilot it. Okay. We don't need to swing. We'll just taunt that, and that's getting countered. When they do less harmful things, or we have them shrunk enough, we can get a bird out. But they're a bit too big still. I don't want to lose my counter ward. Okay, shrinking, scaling, and I'm gonna swing there. And I think now I can get this bird. And since we're acting slow, we can actually let that go fish be countered, which will enable the bird to come out. Mostly what I was waiting for is, in case that targeted the ward, I didn't want my ward to get killed. And it didn't, so we're good. Okay, now we're just ramping and basically stalling. I don't even... Well, I'll go ahead and get this fish a bit lower. But we don't want to kill the fish, and we don't want it to die if it pounces us. So we don't want to get it super low, just low enough that we can finish it when we're ready to. Okay, he's pouncing again. I'm just going to get some health on my Medivh here. Because the incoming damage is so low, he actually gains health from doing that. And you always want your Malchezaar to shrink before your elemental swings. Alright, got an equalizing and a pounce again. I guess we'll buff here. And I don't even need to swing. So when you get equalizing, you can taunt your 0 attack to make him shrink himself. Which he took a long time to do this time. And now he's completely harmless. And we'll get our transition here very soon. Just gonna buff a little bit here. So you're basically just freezing either the left or the right, whatever makes sense, spamming the shrink, spamming the ramp, and you can stall as long as you want. So like you can never use these dart abilities and just ramp, and not ever shoot with the bird either, and just use Medivh's abilities to ramp the bird if you need more health scaling or more damage scaling. What do we got here? Equalizing again. I'm going to go ahead and push. So our goal here is to have only one enemy die, which is usually going to be the Orca because it swings the most. And then we want just the one blue to come out. Alright, equalizing again. I'm going to swing here. We don't need to shoot anything, but we'll put some damage on that just to save time later. Okay, and this guy's going to cast Apex Predator, so it's going to hit whatever is lowest HP. So we might need to buff our Malchezaar this turn. I could have stalled longer and buffed him up ahead of time, but it should be fine here. Okay, so he is pouncing, so we can't do it in all realities, which is unfortunate. So we're just going to nuke him. I'm going to freeze him because I don't want this hitting my Malchezaar. Okay, now that he's dealt with, we can finish the fish. So we're not worried about what speed the bench mercenaries come out anymore. So I want to kill both of these. So let's see here. And that takes care of both of them. And that's countered. So now we want to kill off Balinda and Bwonsamdi. And just buff this for safety. And I don't want to shoot Balinda with this because we want her AoE to go off. I'm just going to do nothing with that. Alright, and now this is sped up too, so we don't even really have to worry about countering too much. We can use our fast abilities and everything, so get rid of Balinda. Here, I'll just not even act with her. I do want... Right here. We'll kill this and get a bird. Just don't mess up and like over nuke and end up killing something you didn't mean to. Okay, so I usually just binding contract, and that will take care of him. That's countered, and now we're just finishing him off. Alright, so everybody that needs to die should be dead. We've got Medivh, Malchezaar, and our artillery. Which is everything we need for Ahune. So now we just need to hit artillery, hopefully. Okay, Bird Buddy's nice for Ahune. And we missed, so we have to fight the next boss. Checkmate's also good for Ahune, so I got the win conditions. If your Genn and Medivh are strong enough, you can kill both of these next two bosses. Even without treasures. So we just use all the humans. But obviously, artillery strike. Boss is dead. Okay, I'm gonna not swing there. We're gonna kill off this guy because he's smaller. And he's not even swinging at me, which is great. I could swing with this. I'm gonna wait until she's bigger. Oh, that's a lot of nature damage. So when these ads come out, I have to make sure if they're casting nature, I take care of them. Let's see here. So we probably want this, which means I'm not gonna have space. I'm gonna swing here. That guy's taunting as well, so I could swing on him. And we have melee attacks coming in, so I'm gonna health buff there. I'm gonna swing here as well, so I put him on this guy instead. We don't want to counter that. Okay, 2 melee attacks for like 475 or something. That should be fine. So we buff there. Guess we just shoot. I could swing. Could heal. I would have liked to get another bird buddy out. Maybe I should have healed instead to just get the scaling. Okay, no nature coming in, so that's good. Now... Oh, I guess I don't really want another bird buddy because I want space to make these Genn summons as needed. I'm gonna still tank with Genn. I guess we'll heal him this time. Okay, there's a nature coming in, but we can just kill him. So, how do I want to go about this? I guess we'll just swing with Rogers here. Or I can target her here in case I mess up. Genn just needs a heal. I could kill it with like these two. And then Rogers will hit that guy. That's probably better. And in that case, I don't know if I need that, but whatever. Okay, now the hard part's over with. So we kind of just smack everything and make sure nature casts don't go off. We can also just get another bird buddy now. I could transform him. There's not really a compelling reason to, though. This way also gives me more bird buddy scaling. It's the axe afterwards. Okay, lightning bolt, no big deal. And now we'll just swing with lots of stuff. Okay. This is scaling. Guess we'll just do that. For some reason, summoning a bird when the board's full still activates Bird Buddy, but summoning a Bird Buddy when the board's full does not. Not sure why, but that seems to be the case. Okay, let's hit Artillery Strike and not have to fight the next boss. Which one of these? I guess this one's pretty nice. Nice. Alright. Don't have to do another slow plodding fight. And we hit it. We need it for the last boss, most likely. I tried it in the other video without artillery, and it's like possible if you get lucky, maybe, if you're strong enough, but just hit the artillery. Much better. Okay, so we have Bird Buddy. I'm gonna not use it just to show you how the fight plays when you don't have Bird Buddy. But if you have Bird Buddy, you just summon them, and that gives you the same kind of healing that we're gonna have without it. So this is the way you start if you don't have Bird Buddy or Checkmate. If you have Checkmate, you might want to put your Malchezaar and your Rogers out, with the Rogers just to the right of your Malchezaar. We do have Checkmate as well, so we actually have like all the win conditions. This is a win condition. Summoning this bishop here is a win condition next to Rogers. But you pass on this first turn. And then on a Hail to the Lord turn, you can buff your Genn, make a Beastly Beauty, and counter yourself. And you just need to make sure that this isn't going to kill you. So this is where your stats matter. Like, do you have enough stats here, enough healing from your Genn to heal up for the next round, and enough Mage Guard. Because first Genn's going to tank a hit, then Medivh's going to tank a hit. You need both of them to live. So we start with Genn because whoever goes second gets 2 of these buffs from the summon here. And you don't need to do anything with him. I could summon a bishop here since I have the treasure, but I'm just going to not, because that's what you would normally do without it. Okay, and then you just pass for the Cold Snap. Now we do the same thing on this Hail to the Lord turn, but this time we're going to All Realities him. And we're going to buff our Medivh instead. And we're going to want the board space, so we'll just get rid of this. If your board is already full, you can just do this swing first and then do the summon. It doesn't really matter though, in this case. Okay, so there's the All Realities and the Mage Guard on himself. Get the health buff. And we are easily tanking this with our stats. The Spell Thread Cloak also makes you take a bit less damage here if you hit that treasure. Okay, so now we're going to just get rid of our Malchezaar. He has done his job. So on the next Hail to the Lord, he attacks. And we're just going to... I don't think I need any of this stuff, so we'll just buff here. And same thing here. Just get out some more hit points. And now Rogers is going to come into play. Now your goal here with the scaling is you want to be able to take 3 frost hits. So you're going to have to take one of these Hail to the Lord hits on whoever your highest health is. And then you're going to take an Ice Storm, and then you're potentially going to take a second Ice Storm if he casts it again when there are Ice Shards on the board, which happens fairly frequently, actually. But he won't cast that Ice Storm until you kill this counter ward off. So we're just going to ramp first. So we'll get rid of this, make some more HP ramp. Her doing anything this turn doesn't matter too much, but I guess we'll just heal our Medivh. And then we're just going to health buff our Rogers. So in this case, he's doing like 150-ish, so I need like 450, maybe 500 HP would be safe, which I've already got. And then like 1,000 on your Reds if you want to be really safe with them. You don't have to be safe with your Reds though if you have this Equipment 3 dealing 40 damage, because then you only need your Rogers to survive. So we're already good to go here. So on this next Hail to the Lord turn, I am going to kill this off. So I have enough damage here. You could summon a bird and then on one of the turns and then use that to kill the ward off if you like don't have enough Arcane Rift damage. But I have enough here, so we'll just do that. And we might as well just get some more scaling, why not? And none of this stuff really matters, but I'll just heal again, I guess. And then once this ward is dead, she actually lived. My goodness, so absurd. Once that ward's dead, you see he finally casts Ice Storm. So you can just do whatever here. If you've got enough ramp, you're good. You can not even act. And then we're just going to swing with the Skyguard. I could swing this turn because I can survive the hit from Ahune, but I'll show you how you would normally do it to reduce your damage. So this turn he could cast this same 0-speed Ice Storm again, so that's why you need to ramp your health enough to tank 3 Frost hits. He didn't do it though, so we're not going to take that damage. Also, these can cast this Icicle ability, so if you don't have this equipment leveled up to do 40 damage, you might need to ramp even more so that you can kind of like single target these guys down without that frost damage killing you. But if you've got the equipment, then this is all you need to do here, and that is the end of the fight. And then there's the other alternatives to get that ramp to get through those turns. You can do it with Bird Buddy, and if you do it with Bird Buddy, you're going to at some point have to get a bird from Medivh in play, because you need that scaling to kill your Arcane Ward, which is also going to get Bird Buddy buffs. So you need that ramping arcane damage to get rid of the super big ward. But that's how you would go about that. So good luck on your run.